This is Day or Night Exotics TV. I'm Dylan Knight, and we're going to be checking out my female Cinna that I picked up from the Show Me Snakes Expo here in St. Louis. Let's check her out. This is Jackie Brown. She is a Cinna female. She's currently close to 200 grams. She's a chunky little girl. I'm going to give you guys an update on her, how I got her. Went to the Show Me Snakes Expo here in St. Louis. It's mainly Missouri dealers, and there's a ton of geckos there, gecko dealers there. There's a bunch of ball python dealers there. I don't always go to that show. I've only been there a couple times, mainly because the people there I actually talk to all the time, so I have really no need to go. And both times that I've gone, I've walked out with something that I was not even expecting to get. The first time I went, I walked out with a mystic female, and this time I walked out with this lady. Now, how I got her, there was a guy there. I talk to him every single time I go. He's a great guy. He's an older guy. If you saw this dude, you would never think in a million years that this guy bred ball pythons. But I mean, he's a really super nice guy. He doesn't have a big collection. I actually have more snakes in my collection than he does. But he, like me, loves very simple morphs. Loves the base genes, and he deals heavily with like cinnamons, the darkest snakes, black pastels. And the last time I saw him, he had a cinnamon. I was really gonna get it. I really liked this female cinnamon that he had, and I ended up not getting her because I picked up the mystic female. So I was looking at this girl and her sister, and the guy was telling me, he was like, "I can't believe no one's bought this girl yet. She's a nice chunky girl, eats very well, and she is really, really fat. We're gonna take her upstairs and check out the natural lighting as well." So I made my rounds and talked to some people, and I came back and I saw a couple of guys looking at her, and I ended up, because they were looking at her, I went over and I was like, "Yo man, let me look at this snake one more time." I got her out, I looked at her, she's absolutely gorgeous. Went ahead and pulled the trigger on her, and I wanted to buy from them before. It's an abnormally warm day for a February day here in St. Louis. It's almost 80 degrees, so I don't want to take her out. It's a little breezy out there, but I want to show you guys the color and natural light as best I can, so you can see some of the highlights on her. I mean, she's beautiful. There's a little bit of a shadow in here, so she's not getting a full burst of sunlight, but it gives you an idea of just how beautiful she is. And like I said, it was an unexpected pickup. I really was never eyeballing a Cinna. It's another one of those animals that I could make on my own if I ever got a cinnamon, which I plan on getting a cinnamon, but this is a lot better. I'm glad I didn't get the cinnamon the first time I saw that guy when I got the mystic. Getting the mystic that day was definitely the better choice over that cinnamon. It even confirms that now by getting this lady. She is just really, really remarkable, and when I went back to pick her up, you can see the flames on her. She's just ridiculous. But when I went back to go get her, the guys who were looking at her, they had walked away for a second, and I remember walking back up to the guy. I'm like, I don't know if I can let her go home with anyone else. And I picked her up, and they came right back, and it was like, "Yo, you got her?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got her." But her sister was available, and another reason why I wanted to get her is because she's just so chunky. She hasn't eaten for me yet, but that's not a concern at all. She is really fat and healthy, and she's just a little shy. She's jumpy. She's probably the jumpiest snake in my collection. She gets spooked really easily, but she don't need a hide or anything. But you see, she's constantly hiding her head. She hides under her paper towels, but she's I have no problem getting this girl up to size. She the way he described her eating, and I could tell, I did just kind of tempt her with feeding to see if she would do it, and I could just tell by the way she was looking at it. She just wasn't hungry, but now I have no problem getting this girl up to size. She is just amazing. This is one of the ones that I am really excited about breeding. A lot of mine are for pets, but this one definitely want to start getting her up to size, because I got some plans for her now. She's just amazing. I love animals like this who just have so much going on. Her eyes are just like metallic silver. They are just amazing. Her eyes are just intense. They're just beautiful, and it's a shame she's so shy, because she's very photographic. You really want to every time I see her, I just want to take 1,000 photos of her, man. And she is just so beautiful. And for the price I got from her, I mean, the guy really hooked me up with a nice price. She was worth a lot more than I paid for her. I mean, not to the point where I felt bad for giving her that, but she is just. I mean, I would have paid more for her if he would have said, "Yo, throw in some more." I would have done it. She just looks amazing, and she's just so laid back and docile and shy. It just adds to her personality. She really doesn't deserve the name Jackie Brown. Jackie Brown is from, I mean, you know who it is. If I won't go into it to bore people why I named her that, but I mean, she really doesn't have the personality of a Jackie Brown, of a Pam Grier. She's definitely doesn't have that type of attitude, so it's kind of the wrong name for her. But I still like the name Jackie Brown for her, just because she has a cinnamon in her. And she just has so much going on, and she's beautiful, just like Pam is. So I went ahead and named her, kept the name, even though after I named her, I got her home like, oh wow, really doesn't fit her personality. Taking a look underneath, I mean, she's just beautiful all the way around. Belly is just gorgeous on her. She's just amazing. Like I said, you'll be seeing her a lot because I mean, she is just asking to be photographed at all times. Really like the blushing all over her and the flames. The flames is what really got me. The whites going up on that belly, the flames. It's going to be fun to see what she looks like when she gets older. I've had her for close to maybe 3 weeks now, 2.5 weeks, something like that. I was really bad under the weather, so I didn't give an update on her when I would like to, right when I got her. Because I normally try to do that in the first 24 hours. I did share some pics, but I was really sick, so this is the first time I've actually had been able to speak long enough to get through a full video without sounding like a monster. So hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you haven't seen my vids and you want to subscribe, go over to Day or Night Exotics TV on YouTube. Check out my channel. You can subscribe there. Check out the playlist. Check out all the videos. And there'll be more to come. So take it easy, guys. I'll see you next time. Take care.